Hey yogis, this is a slow flow practice. It's designed to open up through the hips and the shoulders, and hopefully it gives us an opportunity to find a little bit of calm and ease with the breath and the mind. Let's get started in child's pose. You're welcome to have the knees wide apart or close together. You can choose. We'll just reach the arms out in front of us. And the hips sink down towards the heels. Forehead comes down to meet the mat. And we'll make this really passive to start, just letting the arms soften. And the hips are heavy. Softening around the eyes and the jaw. And noticing where the body makes contact with the mat or the floor. Feeling the temperature of the air on your skin. Becoming aware of the breath moving in and out of your nose. Feeling the inhales become a little bit deeper, breathing all the way down into the belly. Just taking your time to find a breath that feels really fluid and steady, so that as we move through our practice in a fluid, steady way, the breath carries us through. And on our next inhale, we'll just slowly start to walk the hands over towards the right. Letting the hips sink back down. Feeling an opening through the left side of the body. And coming back up, and just walking the hands through center all the way over to the other side. Hips sink down, opening through the right side of the body. No rush to get anywhere. Slowly coming back up. Just walk our hands back to center. We'll ripple up through the spine, coming onto all fours. The belly drops, chest opens, tailbone reaching towards the sky, looking up. Next exhale, rounding through the spine. Tailbone dropping, chin in towards the chest. Breathing in, the belly falls towards the mat as you look up. We'll just move through a couple of cat-cows here. Just at your own pace, moving with your own breath. Warming up the spine. Eventually coming back to a neutral table. Inhaling, the right arm reaches up, looking up. Exhale, that right arm sweeps through, landing your right shoulder and ear on the floor. Inhaling, that right arm reaches back up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand lands. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, swooping the left arm through, shoulder and head softly supported by the mat. Inhaling, the left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand lands. We'll start to take the weight over into the right side. The left leg extends, left foot on the floor, reaching the left arm up, pressing the earth away, strong arms. You could stay here, or you could take your left arm, reaching it forward so the bicep comes towards the ear. You might like to bump the left hip up just a little bit more, opening up through the side of the left body. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand, left knee lands. Rolling the weight over onto the left side, extending the right leg, right sole of the foot on the floor, reaching the right arm up. You can take that right arm, reaching the fingertips forward, right hip bumping up towards the sky. So even though we're moving so slow, it takes a lot of strength in the body and the mind to find stillness. Reaching the right arm up. Exhale, right hand, right knee lands. And we'll just walk the legs out. So kicking the right heel back and then the left. The balls of the feet are staying on the floor as we do this. The knees land, tucking the toes and lifting the hips up and back, downward dog. You can let the hips rock side to side, and pedaling out through the heels. Inhaling, the right heel lifts up towards the sky, hips are square. We'll start to bend the right knee as we open up the right hip, leveling off through the shoulders. And next exhale, we'll draw the right knee in towards the chest, rounding through the spine, landing the right foot by the right hand, lowering the left knee. Inhale, the arms reach up as the hips sink forward and down. You could look up. Next exhale, the hands land, hips move back, opening through the back of the right leg and hamstrings. The right toes could be pointing up, or you might like to point them down towards the floor. We'll start to bring the hips forward, wade into the right foot. Place the left hand on the mat. Inhale, the right arm reaches up, twisting through the spine. You could stay here, or you could let the right knee fall out to the side, bending the left knee. You could reach back, maybe you reach the foot today. Releasing the foot if you have that grip. Take the right hand down to the floor. Tucking the left toes. Left foot meets the right, coming into a forward fold at the front of our mat. And just let the torso be soft. You could sway side to side. Releasing any tension you could be holding on to in the shoulders, the neck, and the face. The weight is even in the feet as we drop the hips down. Inhale, the arms reach up. A few breaths here in chair. So as we stay strong in the legs, bring a little bit of movement into the upper body and the arms. So bending the elbows, cactusing the arms, the shoulder blades kiss together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, shoulders come together, shoulder blades come together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. On the exhale, step the feet back, coming into a plank from toes or knees. Exhaling, lowering down, the elbows hug in. Inhale, chest moves forward and up. Baby cobra, strong legs. Exhale, lower. We'll move through two of those. Inhale. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Pressing back into a downward dog. Inhale, the left heel reaches towards the sky. Bending the knee and opening the left hip up, squaring off through the shoulders. Next, exhale, slowly bring the left knee in towards the chest, rounding, planting the left foot. Right knee lands. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Closing the eyes, turning the awareness inside. Take the hands to the floor, the weight of the hips sink back. Opening through the left hamstrings and calf. Shift the weight of the hips forward. Right hand plants. Left arm sweeps up. You can stay here in your low lunge, just moving through the twist and the opening through the right hip flexors. Or you could let your left knee fall to the side, bending the right knee and reaching back for the foot if that's accessible. Releasing the grip with the hand, left hand coming back down onto the mat, tucking the right toes, and we'll step the right foot to meet the left, coming into a forward fold. You can hold on to opposite elbows, swaying side to side, releasing through all of the little muscles that line the spine. The weight of the hips start to sink back as we inhale. The arms are reaching up, landing in a chair. And bringing a little bit of movement again into the arms. Inhaling, reaching the arms forward. Exhale, bending the elbows, shoulder blades kiss together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bending the elbows. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. And next inhale, straighten through the legs, reach the arms up, take a little back bend here. Exhale, hands through center. And we'll take a big step back with our left foot. So we're facing the long edge of our mat. And just taking your time to find the distance that feels comfortable. You could have the toes pointing out. Bring the hands to the hips, sinking down through the hips. The arms reach up on the inhale. Exhale, elbows bend. We'll take a few breaths in a static goddess. You might like to close the eyes again. Feeling the strength and heat building through the legs. And the arms are strong. Meanwhile, the face, thoughts, breath are soft. Next inhale in, we'll reach up through the arms, straightening through the legs. Exhale, sinking back down, the elbows bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Bring a little movement here to the sides. We'll turn towards the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist towards the right. Coming back through center. And again, one more time each side, looking to the left. Back through center. Looking through the right. Back through center. And then one last little push. We'll stay here in goddess. Just lift the right heel and the left. One more time each side. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift. And then reaching all the way up, releasing through the arms and the legs. Oh, exhaling, turning the toes in, starting to come forward. This is really soft, letting the torso sway. We'll take our right hand just underneath the heart, tenting the fingertips. Inhaling, the spine becomes really long. Exhaling, opening up to the left. Left hand now replaces the right as you open up to the right. Right hand again lands, left arm reaches up. And we'll move through a couple of these and just move at your own pace. Maybe you want to move a little faster or a little slower than me. And then we'll come back to center. Both fingertips, or both hands, the fingertips are resting on the floor as we walk the feet in a little bit closer. Letting the hips come down so we can come into a low squat. We'll take our elbows to the insides of the knees. Our hands come together at our heart. Feeling the crown of the head lift up towards the sky and the pelvis reaching down towards the floor. Then we'll take our left hand into the floor, pressing the left arm into the left leg, opening the right arm up. And then we'll come back, hands meeting together at our heart. Right hand lands, pressing the right arm into the right leg as you open the left arm up. And then coming back to this squat. Just a couple more breaths. Feeling the opening through the hips, the inner thighs. And take our hands to the floor once again as the hips slowly rise. We'll heel toe the feet a little bit closer together, just coming into another dangle. Letting the movements feel really soft and free. Generous bend through the knees as we roll all the way up through the spine. And roll out through the shoulders. And we'll come to the top of our mat. Inhaling, the arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, come into plank. Staying here in a plank just for a few breaths. Strong core, strong legs. Be here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering all the way down onto the floor. We'll take our left arm and just bring it out to the left. You can have your palm facing down. We'll start to roll over onto the right side if this is okay for your shoulders. Bending the right knee, the right sole of the foot comes to rest onto the floor. Or opening through the left shoulder and chest. You could even take your right arm and just walk the fingertips up overhead. This could create another big stretch through the outside of the right body. Walking the right fingertips back in, rolling over onto the belly. We'll take the right arm and reach that out to the right, palms facing down. Left sole of the foot comes to land on the floor with the knee bent. Gonna reach that left fingertip up overhead, left fingertips. Rolling back on to the belly, we'll press our way up into a child's pose. Hips sinking back, forehead comes to make contact on the floor. Rippling up through the spine, coming into table. We'll take the right knee in towards the right wrist as we come into pigeon. Walking the left leg behind us. Just checking in with the right knee, making sure there's nothing painful going on there. If you have sensitive knees, you could always come onto your back and move into a figure 4. And then coming down onto the forearms. Noticing if you've lost connection to the breath. Slowly coming up onto the hands. We'll tuck the left toes, moving into a downward dog. I'll take the left knee in towards the left wrist, sitting up for pigeon on this side. Coming down onto the forearms if you like. Noticing the quiet spaces between the inhales and the exhales. Coming back up onto the hands. To release from here, we'll just take the weight onto the left hip and swing the right leg in front of us. And then coming to lay all the way down on our backs. Hug the knees in towards the body and just rocking side to side. And we'll take the arms out into a T, letting the soles of the feet land near the bum, shifting the weight of the hips a little bit to the right. Stacked knees fall to the left. You might like to let the head fall towards the right, bringing this twist a little higher up into the cervical spine. And coming back through center, shifting the weight of the hips a little bit to the left, the knees fall to the right. And unwinding. You can take any other movements right now that your body is just calling for before we come into Shavasana. I'll take the legs out nice and wide, long. And the arms are just comfortably laying on the floor. You could roll the shoulder blades underneath you so they're laying flat. And just taking a few moments together to close our practice, to let all of the physical, mental, energetic work we've just done, just to let all of that marinate real deep. Starting to move your fingers and toes, and roll out the wrists and the ankles. We'll take a big inhale together as the arms reach up overhead. And exhaling, just sighing it out. Everything softens. I'll roll over just onto one comfortable side, landing in a fetal shape. And pressing into the top hand as we come up to a comfortable seat. Well, my dear friends, I hope that you can bring some of this slow, steady strength with you into the rest of your day or evening, wherever you are. Namaste.